How did AIDS even get started?
Dude, there's not enough awareness. This is why we do the podcast, to spread important information like this. I think it's from people, it originated in Africa, eating monkey blood. Or eating monkey flesh.
Oh, monkey blood. I thought they had sex with monkeys.
No, I think it's eating it, and then the blood kind of contaminated, and I think that the genetic pattern or something is too close, so it got some silliness in there. And there you go, 3, 2, 1 AIDS.
It was probably passed to humans when humans hunted these chimpanzees for meat, and it came in contact with their infected blood. Over decades, HIV slowly spread across Africa and later into other parts of the world. There's probably one guy that had sex with a monkey.
There's got to be at least
then he's
one
like,
guy.
"Oh, it was hunting. I swear."
There's blood all over.
Well,
me.
why's that chimp got a sock in it? Why's that chimp's ass all socked?
Why is it tied up?
I don't know. Unrelated.
That's how I found him. I don't know what to tell you. I thought it was like some. I don't know. I didn't realize that chimpanzees already had AIDS. I thought it was like a mutation. But so we have like a super AIDS. How did they get AIDS?
We have
How did
super
the chimpanzees
AIDS.
get
Monkeys
AIDS?
have AIDS. I don't know. Having sex with each other.
What if it was like a big
gotta look it up.
elaborate plot? What if before humans had sex with chimpanzees, gave chimpanzees AIDS?
O.J. Simpson. Kanye West really hates O.J. Simpson. He keeps referring to the juice as a bad guy. So I'm going to say that the juice infected monkeys and released them into populated areas, and then people hunted these monkeys. So it's all an elaborate plot conformed by the juice.
Did you? I thought you were going to take this somewhere entirely different, because did you see Kanye West? I think yesterday on Alex Jones' show.
No, it was Tim Pool. He left.
I thought it was Alex Jones.
Was that when he just walked off the?
No, it's when he's
off the
so
set,
Alex
or?
Jones is like, they're talking about Nazis or extreme right conservatism or whatnot, and then Kanye West said, he's like, I actually think that a lot of people have brought a lot of great things of value to the table, especially Hitler. And Alex Jones was like, whoa. If it's too bad,
when Alex Jones is the voice of reason.
You've gone too far. That's too far.
That's my two favorite brilliant
Working
minds
together
in one room. Alex Jones and Kanye West, both equally handsome, equally smart.
Holy fuck, dude. I'm surprised that Alex Jones still has a platform after the whole the defamation trials came to an end. Where is he getting this money from? He owes doesn't he owe like $90 billion or something?
He owes it's like trillion. It's like an absurd amount.
Damn.
But I don't think he was like I'm trying to think. I don't think it panned out as what people thought it did. I thought he was. I have no idea. I thought he ended up all they wanted. I have no idea what happened. Honestly, I didn't really follow it.
I think he was.
I didn't think it turned out as poorly as people thought. I heard he was getting arrested for child porn or something, and then it just turned out they searched his phone and there was some fucking thing. I don't know. I don't even fucking really care, honestly.
I thought it was the Columbine, the defamation charges for that.
It was Sandy Hook.
Wow,
I know
we are
that
just
it was
spreading
Sandy
misinformation here. This is not a reliable podcast. This is EchoVideo. We are proud sponsors.
EchoVideo. We are trying to get canceled this episode.
We're capping it at 27 episodes.
Did you know that there was a new Indiana Jones trailer that dropped, which looks exactly what you would expect? It kind of looks like Indiana Jones in the MCU. Don't really have a lot of hopes for it. I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know where it's taking place in the timeline. I saw Nazis, which I thought when we left off it was in the 60s, so maybe they're completely ignoring the fourth one, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and just going right after Crusade. But I have no idea. Senior citizen Harrison Ford looks very awful. He looks very old. It can't even at what point is it not cool anymore? Harrison Ford was this gorgeous fucking awesome man in the first 3 Indiana Jones movies, and then he turned into fucking senior citizen, And now it looks just sad. Like,
They're gonna pump that as long as they
like-
can.
I just like it's. I don't really know how they can have him beating people up and stuff anymore. Like, is he? I don't know, man. I don't know where they're gonna go. I feel like someone's gonna take his place. There was a female in the trailer that he referred to as his granddaughter or goddaughter or something. I have no idea. So I really have no idea where it's gonna go from there. I want to hope it's good. I love Indiana Jones. And I like Harrison Ford. I know I bashed him, but I do think he's a great actor, and I really hope that it's not a fucking sequel bait. Dude, when I saw it, honestly, I thought it was a trailer for the game.
Oh yeah, it did come out
For
of
the
nowhere.
Bethesda game. I was like, oh man, they got a trailer already, and then it was a fucking movie. I was like, what the?
Oh, dude, did you
fuck?
see the trailer for Transformers: Rise of Beasts?
I did see that. Yeah, I watched that right before we started. It looked.
I'm excited.
I mean,
Peter Cullen's
know.
back for Optimus
it doesn't look
Prime.
bad. That's
Yeah.
the best part is Peter Cullen's like that they got it right.
yeah.
Whoever did Transformers, I think that's the original voice
Yeah.
of Optimus Prime from the cartoon, and they just used him. They didn't fucking hire like celebrity voice actor to do him.
Yeah, that's.
Dude, that first Transformers movie is so fucking rad.
Oh, it's
though.
sick. It holds up. Yeah.
Was it 2007? Dude, the CG
Even
in
now,
that movie looks better
incredible.
than the most fucking Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, the light reflecting
Like-
on the automobiles as they're transforming and shit is fucking beautiful.
Dude, it's it's unbeatable. Why does CG from fucking 2007 look better than modern
Nobody
day
gives a
CG?
fuck
What are they
anymore.
just whipping their fucking? Yeah, I must be, dude. Like She-Hulk, there's no excuse for Disney to release a fucking dog shit fucking looking show like that on their budgets, man. That's fucking
I feel
unacceptable.
like they're just cutting cost in like special effects departments and just tossing it towards cameos and actors.
Did you? Speaking of, dude, okay, so speaking of Disney, you said they lost 150 million on their most
Thank
recent
God,
movie,
which one was that? Was that the Willow?
The Strange
Oh.
World. No, Strange
I-
World. It literally
Yeah.
came to theaters. I saw the trailer, and to be fully honest, I thought it looked kind of cheesy, but I thought it looked kind of interesting on the first trailer, and I like Jake Gyllenhaal, and I was like, oh, this could be cool, like a kind of cool adventure movie. And then I saw another trailer, and then all of a sudden it's out in theaters.
Me
I
too.
was like,
I
what
saw
the
the
fuck?
trailer for the first time during the World Cup on TSN. And yesterday, it came out like last Friday. Yesterday, I was going to go to the movies with
Yeah.
Miranda. And it's got 2 showtimes for a Disney movies. That's
Oh,
nothing.
jeez.
I mean, it's still got Black Panther on the
That's
top,
crazy.
like filling up half the theater. But still, like, nutty.
What movie were you going to see? What's even
Nothing,
playing?
really.
don't
There's
think
She
there's
Said,
anything.
which is what we wanted to see. The Henry Weinstein? Yes. Is it Henry?
Weinstein?
The
What's it
She
called?
Said.
Sorry?
It's the Henry Weinstein
She
thing,
Said.
isn't it?
Oh, okay. I've heard of this.
Yeah.
I've heard of this. I never.
I didn't know much about it either. Miranda said
Yeah,
she
I
wanted to
never-
go see it. I haven't seen a trailer for it, but it looked promising. We did
Did you
not end up
watch it?
going, no,
Oh,
because
no,
there was
you
like this
didn't.
big ass blizzard
Okay,
yesterday,
yeah,
and we kind of
sorry.
got snowed in. Did you guys get that or no?
True. It was. Yeah, we had a bit of it. We got, I think, like 15 centimeters of
Yeah.
snow. And it's all gonna melt on Saturday, which is
Yeah,
very
right in time
depressing.
for the weekend.
There was a movie Bones and All.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this was
Yeah.
Luca
Timothy Chalamet.
Guadagnino. I don't know his name, but he's the guy that did the Suspiria
Yeah.
remake, which I enjoyed. I thought it was decent for a remake. My only issue with it was, like, the original Suspiria was more about like. The original Suspiria was like this really bright and vibrant, colorful movie. Like, you would
Yeah.
watch any scene
Stunning.
from that movie and you would pinpoint that's got to be Dario Argento film. And then this
Very
one, they
muted,
just
very
mute the
dull.
color palette
Even the
to
red.
this
are, like,
ugly ass
very-
brown, like this brownish red. Like, there's like the one dance scene that kind of stands out, but it's just like, man, like, I respect him for doing his own original view, and I honestly do like the movie. I'm not trying to shit on it, but I just feel like it was like, come on, man, you could have made this look a little more faithful to the original, but
You know what? Tilda Swinton is once again outdoing herself. In this movie, she played two characters, but in this, there's a new movie coming up with her, and she plays both the male and the female lead characters.
Yeah, she did that in Suspiria.
Yeah, but like
she
lead
played the
characters.
fucking old ass man. She played the old ass
Yeah.
man and the old witch.
I didn't actually know that she played the old man until afterwards. It's pretty cool.
Well, dude, I watched that movie, and when the second the old man speaks, I was like, what the fuck, can someone kick him in the nuts? Like, he had such a high voice. Like, I was like, the whole movie, I was like so thrown off by how high his voice was. And then at the end of the movie, someone's like, oh, it was Tilda Swinton that played him. And I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Damn.
But no, I think Tilda Swinton's a really good actress, though. So not disrespecting her role in that film.
Jeez. Man, see, now I want to talk about Suspiria. Do you remember that mirror scene, the first death? Oof.
In the first movie?
Like the remake.
Oh, the remake.
Where her whole body's being contorted.
When she's...
Yeah.
Yeah, when she's dancing around.
Yeah.
That was like that scene was such a fucking gangbuster scene.
They didn't really top it. I thought I was gonna get hit with some shit. After that,
like I think the ending was kind of cool when they're in with all the witches in the red room and people are literally exploding. I was like, okay, this is fucking cool. But you're right. Like I was expecting it to kind of be topped.
Yeah.
But it never really did. Never really was. It just kind of. I do prefer the original. When I first watched 2018, I thought it was better, but I rewatched the original. The original is so fucking good. I've been trying to
find a physical copy for it. Hard to find.
You can get it on 4K. It's
Criterion?
Not Criterion. Synopsis.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Or Synopsis. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but they do a lot of. I got a lot of their films actually. I got on Blu-ray. They re-released a bunch of them on Blu-ray. Demons is really good. A really good transfer. I really recommend those two.
Did you get today's movie on would you get Vinegar Dome, or did you get it on
I didn't get it on Vinegar. I just got it on Amazon. Visual Vengeance.
Was it a Blu-ray or a DVD? I'm really curious what quality you watched it in.
No, it was a Blu-ray, and it was So LA Age Jabber is shot on video, which means it was shot on a VHS camera or straight to video. And I'm pretty sure video can't be transferred up like film. Film can be transferred up higher in quality. And I'm pretty sure that video cannot. That's why if you watch 28 Days Later, it still looks like shit. Oh. Because it was also shot on video.
That makes sense. I entirely forgot that it was shot on video. Because I was like, somebody establishing shots. I was like, what the fuck? It just looks like a bunch of boxes in the far distance resembling skyscrapers.
The night scenes, it was
specks.
just a bunch of white dots. So it looks like so actually on the thing with this movie, there is not a lot on the internet about LA.
This is a wonderful mystery.
So we could be making podcast history and reverse to review LA
on
Jabber.
AIDS Awareness Day, especially.
Yeah, it's AIDS Awareness Day. That was very, very.
Which is also not a lot on the internet
to happen today.
So
there's not even a Wikipedia page. Okay, there's a couple reviews.
I think there's like 6 reviews listed on IMDb. At least like written reviews, and the other 58 are just like star reviews. So not a lot.
Not a crazy amount. So the Blu-ray transfer that I had of Visual Vengeance was very, very good. It had a lot of special features, which I'm very happy about.
For the LAH Jabber?
Because
there
was a ton that had like the director and commentary and all this stuff. I didn't watch the commentary. I have to watch the commentary, but from what I got, this movie was made for a budget of $6,000.
Wow.
And was not, and I think the director said it was basically all of that money was spent to distribute the film. And he distributed this film himself. He printed it onto into VHS tapes, made the box himself, and called video stores and said, here's my movie, here's my this is what I want, do you want a copy? And then they would say yes or no. So he kind of did that all himself. He produced it, and directed it. And he was an actor. The director of the
Drew
film,
Godress.
what's his name? Yeah, Drew Godress was an actor, and he acted in Blood Diner, Deep Space, Evil Spawn. I think he was more like side roles, like he wasn't like lead actresses.
And I thought you were going to say Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio. I was going to say, holy shit, what a quality.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. No, so he was a couple side characters in those movies. Actually, I'm not sure like the full roles, but then his wife died, and he had to step aside from acting because he wanted to spend more time with his kid and raise his kid as a single dad. And he said, what could he do in the film industry that didn't involve him being away? So he basically wrote L.A. Age Jabber and directed it. And his son is actually in the movie. The little kid, you know, about like halfway through the movie, there's like this weird little kid between the cop, like the blonde cop. That's his kid.
Oh, no way.
In the movie. Yeah, there's like, it's like the one little kid in the movie is his kid, which is kind of cool.
That's really cute.
So it's kind of and from what I saw in the interviews, the guy was like he really loved working on the movie, and he really loved doing it. So there was a lot of like, this wasn't like strictly for a paycheck. This was kind of more of a passion project, which is pretty cool.
Man. That's nutty.
Yeah. So basically, what's the synopsis of this film? The synopsis is, you do the synopsis.
Got one right here. So this, right from IMDb, a guy who has been diagnosed with AIDS decides to get his revenge on the world by attacking people with hypodermic needles filled with his blood. So, you know, right off the bat, jumping into it, I'm going to ask you, since I did the synopsis this time, what did you like? Did you like it? What did you... Impressions?
It's hard. It does feel a little long at times. Like there is some stuff that's kind of boring. But for the main part, I honestly did kind of like it. I liked the VHS quality. Like, this is not a good-looking movie. This is honestly this is fucking VHS shot on video at its
people's facial expressions sometimes.
Like, so right at the beginning, you get a night shot, and then it's immediately followed by what I assume is an establishing shot of L.A., but it's just a black screen with white dots on it. And it's like, is that a city? What the fuck is that?
They could just be pointing at fucking rice on a black floor, and it would have the same effect.
And, like, it jumps around a lot, and the plot's kind of, like, the one thing I do, there was some kind of stuff. I have a huge fucking needle phobia. I fucking hate needles so much. I'm so fucking squeamish. It's one of my biggest... I think it's called, like... I don't know what the fuck it's called, but I have a huge phobia of needles, and there's like a couple shots of arms being stabbed with needles and pulling blood out. That actually kind of got me a bit. I was getting a little squeamish. But
there is not a whole lot of horror outside of the blood that you see from him taking the blood out of like his own...
There's not a lot of gore. There's not even a lot of deaths.
Three of them happen off screen.
There might be one.
So
I think there's only like one death or two.
Yeah, he kills his boss, like confirmed kills his boss.
He kills his boss.
But everyone else
he gives AIDS, and then technically doesn't.
That's an M. Night Shyamalan plot twist right there.
Which is pretty, dude. I immediately predicted that. I was like, "There's no way he has AIDS." Like, they're gonna do something at the end where it was all like
they
all
misfiled
for nothing,
it.
But no, I enjoyed it. I do think it was an enjoyable film, but it was a little boring at times. The one thing I found that was kind of interesting was, you know, the female cop, the blonde female cop.
Yeah, and we're calling her that not out of disrespect, but because it is literally impossible to find any information on the actors in this film.
Only one character is named on IMDb called Jeff. Jason Magic Jeff. There's no fucking character names on IMDb or anything. It is a mess.
And there are no pictures either, so you can't be like, oh yeah, she looks familiar. They're all black headshots, like the default.
Yeah, it's crazy. My favorite part was, what the fuck was I talking about before I forget it? So the female cop, the blonde cop, when you first see her, she's kind of noticeably chubby, but by the end of the movie, she lost a ton of weight. And in the commentary, the guy said she was on some kind of crazy diet.
Oh shit.
So you see her like in the start of the film, kind of heavier. Like she's not like fat, but she's a little heavier. And by the end of the movie, she's definitely noticeably skinny. And it's something that I didn't really notice, but I actually rewound the movie to the beginning, saw her, and then you cut to the end and you're like, holy fuck. She's definitely lost weight. It's something I didn't notice it, but I just thought that was kind of funny.
They filmed for. I wonder how fast that happened.
I'm not sure how long the shooting was. I didn't catch that. Maybe I did. Check my notes here. No, I didn't catch that. Oh, what I do know is that this film was shot in 16 millimeter film, but the camera broke, so they had to continue shooting in video because they didn't have the money to fix it or get a new one. That's why it ended up being shot on video.
VOD, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna bring up an editing issue because there's an editing issue in the script because the blonde detective's her partner dies, like detective partner, in a head-on collision off screen, but then later on she goes to see her family, and she's like, "Oh, I can't work because the boss is working us overtime," and she name drops him like he's still alive, like she's still actively working with him, but he died like, I don't know, an hour earlier. So I thought that was pretty funny. And I thought maybe she's like protecting him, you know, it's like, oh, I want to stay on this job, it's not as dangerous, but he died in a car crash unrelated.
Yeah.
So I don't know, pretty funny.
It's pretty crazy. The one interesting thing is that this movie's kind of like it's almost a time capsule to the 90s. Like I really like the shots of LA on the video camera, and like you can see like the vehicles and what the old logos of businesses and stuff. It just looks pretty cool with some of the establishing shots. I believe I saw a sound guy at the end of the movie. Right in the corner. I'm pretty sure it was a sound guy. He's just holding a boomstick off to the side, and I was like, oh.
You're standing a little bit in frame.
Kind of funny.
That's funny. Damn. Yeah, going on the whole, I don't know, America in the 90s, I feel like there's some, I don't know, like criticisms on American healthcare tossed in there, because you get these two people outside of a nightclub that are stabbed by Jeff the Killer, and they presumably have AIDS, but they can't go because they don't have insurance to cover it, so they just have to hang out on the street and I guess die of AIDS. And then they address the whole stigma of AIDS, I guess. So there is some like pretty neato commentary tossed in there every now and then.
Some social commentary.
Look at yourself, America. Do better. Freddie Mercury just died. Come on.
When did Freddie Mercury die?
I think it was 91. It wasn't like the week before. Yeah, so that would have been kind of funny.
The week before filming, the movie came out, and then the guy, Freddie Mercury, died of AIDS.
Damn. He infected us all with his music and love.
He died of having too many hit songs.
He was too well selling. Too many platinums.
He was like, I'm too good. I'm too good at music. I can't be here anymore.
Stopped it. There's nothing left. Oh man. Oh, what I wanted to say. This is not related to AIDS Jabber. We should go back to AIDS Jabber, because I was going to derail us.
Well, no, finish what you're saying. Okay. I want to know what it is.
If we're going over weekly recommendations, I watched The Mist finally the other day for the first time. Have you seen it? Oh, god damn it! Who directed it?
It was like the one with the octopuses or something.
Yeah.
In The Mist, right? Where they're in the shopping mall or the store. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've watched a fair amount of clips of it.
Now I can't spoil it. It's got the saddest ending. Like this movie,
I know how it ends.
This movie, every single time it can be sadder, it goes sadder. Like everybody in this movie has the worst fucking life. It sucks.
I know how. Yeah, I've had it spoiled.
Yeah,
so.
I've had it spoiled, but I didn't realize it was spoiled for me. Like I recognized the final shot once I saw it, but I didn't realize that when I saw that final shot back then that it was for The Mist. So, but yeah, goddamn.
Well, that's good.
We won't spoil it, so I guess go watch The Mist.
What did I watch? I watched a movie called Altered States, which was pretty cool. It was about doing drugs and going into isolation tanks, and then the dude turned into a caveman.
Damn.
That was kind of a neat movie.
What year was that?
That was the 85 or so.
Oh, yeah.
80s.
When drugs were still cool.
Hell yeah.
Now they kill you.
Now they kill you. Now you just get fentanyl and die.
Yeah, now you just get... Yeah, literally.
Crazy.
Bummer.
I have AIDS. That was the best line in the movie when he just shouts AIDS at the top of his lungs.
No, the best line in the movie is when he kills the first prostitute and he says, "Welcome to the AIDS club. It's nice to know you friends in hell."
I think I wrote "Welcome to the AIDS club." Yeah. I wrote that down too.
Dude, can you
I
fucking
thought
imagine?
that was funny.
You just get stabbed by something stung you in middle of New York. You're just walking through a crowd and some guy's like, "Welcome to the AIDS club." Dude, I have a fucking conniption.
Dude, that is my biggest fear.
That's
like
fucking
needles,
terrifying.
just being like stabbed by a fucking needle filled with something in public. Oh
Man. Well, like as soon as you recommended this movie, I thought of. I texted you that Bug Chasers. That is actually fetishized, man. Can you imagine having HIV or wanting HIV and going explicitly out of your way?
Explain what a bug chaser is to
a bug
people
chaser. It's a fetish where you want to get a disease, an HIV, sexually transmitted disease, to be either part of a community or to super spread it. Basically, it's really weird. So you go after it either through sex or you share needles with people, and you kind of build like a little fetish community out of it. It's really fucking weird. Very illegal also, obviously, but...
One who is deliberately having unprotected anal sex in order to be infected with HIV, particularly if his lover has it. This is done to show true love and the devotion in the gay union or to commiserate? Share the pain. Just basically,
my
or
definition,
to share the pain of HIV with his lover.
My definition was a lot more sad and corrupted, but I feel like there's definitely a faucet of people who approach it that way.
It's brutal, dude. That's actually fucking vile.
That's upsetting. That is very upsetting. That's scary, dude.
That's fucking vile.
Remember,
terrifying. Dude, did I tell you the story when I passed out trying to donate blood?
Oh, shit. No. When was that?
That was at school. There was a fucking blood drive, and my buddy's like,
yeah.
"Hey, you should come, like, donate blood." And I was like, "Okay, I've never done it, but sure." And I fucking got in there, and I felt, like, really lightheaded. And I was like, before I even was near the needle, right? And then I got in, and they pulled out this little, we're like, all right, we just need to take a little blood sample. And they hold out this little white cube, like this tiny little white cube. And they're like, hold out a finger. And I was like, okay, hold out my middle finger. And it goes like, I heard like a click, and this fucking pain shot up my entire arm. I don't know what the fuck they hit me with, but it cut my finger open. I was like, holy shit, I fucking scared the fuck out of me.
God damn.
It was just this little, like, right, because they got to test your blood, right? And it's barely a fucking prick on the finger, but it just scared the shit out of me. And then she's like, all right, we got your test. We're just going to do your blood pressure, and we're good. And I was like, all right, yeah, sounds good. I was like, you just want to give me a second? I'm just getting a little lightheaded. She's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, no, I'm fine. And then I just went right to the fucking floor.
Dead.
And then I didn't end up donating that day.
Fuck, dude. I've made that mistake once where if you look over, that's the issue. If you look at the bag that's collecting the blood or like the little tubes.
Dude, I didn't get the needle near me.
Oh,
I didn't even get the needle in me. She took a sample out of my finger.
Oh, fuck. I thought you were saying you were already getting it done. She just pricked you and you just died.
She pricked me, and then I guess it all just fucking dawned on me what was happening, and I fucking passed completely out. I didn't even get the needle in me, which is kind of funny. I was like, oh.
That's fucking funny. Damn, I didn't think it was that
Dude,
bad.
I was fucking so I hate needles, dude. I'm so paranoid of them. I don't know why, but it fucking freaks me the fuck out. Like, even just thinking about it, just super gross.
I'll tell you something that might give you nightmares. I don't know. Did I tell you about the little operation I have to get done that I was supposed to get done like a week ago?
Maybe.
They have to put a little catheter in my heart, but to test the pressure in one of my valves. But the way they do that is they take a needle, they go up my groin.
Oh, they actually do
all the way up
Oh no, they
all
go
the
into the
the
femoral
groin,
artery.
not like
Yeah,
not
the
in
femoral
like the
artery in your leg.
yeah, they don't go up my fucking urethra, but that's
Well,
to
you
go all the
said
way up
you said
into my
catheter, and then you said
Yeah.
groin, and all I thought
Fair
was
enough,
going
fair
right
enough,
up
fair
the
enough.
dick hole.
That's what I thought, man. When the doctor was first like, yeah, we're gonna give you a catheter, it's gonna go in the groin. I was like,
They give you like a stint, right, to open your.
Yeah, but I will not be doing that.
That's fucking brutal.
Fuck that. If they change their mind and be like, yeah, no, sorry, we gotta go the root of the penis, just let my heart explode. I don't care. I don't care.
I've heard from people that pray to God that you never have kidney stones, because apparently that is the worst experience of anyone's life. Apparently it's like one of the worst pains a human being can experience is kidney stones.
Birth a rock through your urethra.
Yeah.
That is not the way to do it. Oh, can you imagine, buddy? Oh.
Dude.
I think it's gonna be the worst once it gets to the end. The stretching of the head. That's gotta be hands down the worst part. I think. I don't know.
Apparently, it's like
Goddamn.
you feel it in your back, right? You feel it in your kidneys
Yeah.
first, and then you go to the hospital, and then they either try to destroy it with vibrations, and then, or if depending on how far it is, you have to try to pass it, so then you fucking piss it out, and then. From my dad's experience, he said
God,
that.
your guys had kidney stones.
Yeah, my dad had fucking kidney stones.
Oh, he had them recently. I remember you telling me.
Oh yeah, like a couple of years now,
Yeah.
but fairly recently. And he said the next day after, said he went to the toilet, had a piss. He said it was just the fucking shining elevator scene of blood coming out of his dick. I was like, oh,
God. Holy shit,
I was
dude.
I was just like, that's fucking horrifying.
The shining elevator of blood. Just a river.
That's fucking brutal.
That's horrible. That is horrible.
I'm praying that I do not get kidney stones.
There you go. Jeez. If there is a God.
The one thing I've heard though is just drink water. Like,
yeah, it's a
drink as
dehydration thing,
much-
isn't it?
it's like an overly high sodium intake and lack of water. So if you drink like crazy amounts of beer and like just shit that dehydrates you, right?
Yeah.
So when I heard that, dude, I think I drink
Coffee.
like fucking 6 gallons of water a day. Fucking
Never felt better.
slam them down, drowning myself every day just to avoid it. But
Fair enough. God
Crazy.
damn, that sounds painful. Oof. Well, not happy
it
note.
sounds fucking dreadful, yeah. Sounds dreadful, man. I don't really have too much to say about Age Jabber, if I'm honest.
No,
I thought it
me
was
neither.
a fine. I thought it was a
Yeah.
fine movie. I thought it was fun. I mean, I think it's free on YouTube, so
Yeah.
by all means, go out and watch it if you can. I thought it was fun. The director seemed to have a good time, like making it. It's just kind of like a really cheesy shot on video film, and if you're into like that whole VHS aesthetic, then go for it. I highly recommend it. Just a couple, like, I mean, it's just got like your typical B movie flaws. Just kind of acting's not great, dialogue's not great, some plot holes, but if you can fucking look aside from those, it's a fine film.
It is, like you said, a nice time capsule of the 90s in America, definitely.
Yeah, that as well. That as well.
For sure.
That's all I get.
Show.
That's kind of all I have to really say about that movie.
I'm going to recommend you don't watch it on YouTube, just in case you get
The censored.
the suckling viewing experience. I've been
just
scared to watch things now on YouTube.
I'm just trying to think what they would censor from it.
I don't know.
Like, there's really not.
I haven't
What
been
the fuck
taking
is
any risks.
Ebola syndrome? That sounds awesome.
What?
1996, a Chinese restaurant worker wanted for murder in Hong Kong contracts Ebola in South Africa, becomes immune to it, and unknowingly spreads the virus there, then comes back to Hong Kong. And continues to infect people with it. Oh, that sounds fucking
Literally
awesome.
how COVID started. We should just have like a month dedicated to disease movies. That sounds fun. Sounds like a good time.
The final movie, we can watch the Fauci documentary. The biggest
We'll give
myth
live
of all.
commentary on it.
I really want to watch that movie Smile.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
When does
that's
that
still in
come out,
theaters,
too?
I think. Oh, the Blu-ray? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure when it came to Blu-ray. Let me look it up. Smile.
It's still in theaters. I'm not sure if it's still in.
Smile Blu-ray. I thought it was the 13th of December.
Happy December, by the way. It's really raced by.
Yeah, already in December. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want to watch Terrifier 2 as well, man. Because the first Terrifier is like a perfect movie. Because it's just so... It's not perfect, but it's perfect for the time it came out. Because basically it's, in my opinion, like I think it's like an homage to kind of the grindhouse era of cinema. So it's super fucking aggressive and like dirty. And it just feels wrong to watch it. Like, have you seen the first Terrifier?
It was. I've seen bits and pieces here and there. I have a good idea. I haven't seen it yet fully, but it also came out 2016, 17. So right during the big clown scare in the US. I wonder if there's any correlation there.
Around then, and like, I mean, I don't like horror movies. I find like everyone that I talk to about like horror fans are kind of fans of like more modern horror movies, which is fine. But I find modern horror movies tend to have like the feel-good ending, like Black Phone, for example. Black Phone's
a very good ending.
All the way to the end is like this really feel-good, happy ending. And like there are so many movies, like the movie Fresh has a very like feel-good ending. And like Barbarian, kind of, sort of, I would say debatably feel-good. Like they have like this feel-good, like, oh, we've overcome the evil. But fucking Terrifier, when I show people that movie,
nobody makes it out alive.
It immediately starts with a disfigured woman who's horribly disfigured. Like it's not, like it's literally a horrific disfigured woman gouges out a woman's eyeballs within the first 10 minutes of the movie. I remember when I saw this, I thought this movie is going to suck. Like it looks goofy, and that happened, and I was like, okay, I'm in for a treat.
Damn, and then it goes, I might watch it tonight now. I'm excited.
And then it cuts all the way back to the past and then tells the story and stuff. But the movie's so fucking aggressive at what it does. Like it feels so wrong and dirty.
It's like a grungy music video.
Dude, and then people that watch it, like they all think it's like this, the scary clown movie, like It. Like they're expecting like It or something.
Oof. And
then they get this woman getting fucking sawed in half upside, like this naked woman gets sawed in half upside down. And the ending's not, like the ending's not feel good at all. Like the ending's fucking aggressive. Be. And then I just think like we get so many like that people forget, like, I don't know. I do like it though. I really, really want to see the second one because I've heard
that one's long, isn't it? Like 2.5 hours?
I think it's pretty long.
Yeah, it's really long.
Like I've heard that, like it's about 2 hours 18 minutes.
Yeah, I've heard if you like the first one, then you're gonna like the second one because it's just
there we go.
Even more like deprived, I guess, or awesome, however you want to look at it.
As long as it's the same, man. As long as it's just equally as aggressive, because I find that like. Not that horror's getting too weak, but it's just kind of like it misses the point,
especially
of like,
in the mass appeal. You won't see any of those films in theaters.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like it should, like the movie should stick with you. Like Hereditary's ending was really, really fucking aggressive. Like it kind of sticks with you, and I find like the ending part of the film really judges how you're going to fucking remember it by, right? Because that's what you're going to that's the part you're going to remember the most is the ending. And if you have like this feel good look into the sunset type ending, you're not really going to remember it. You want to kind of have
kind of overshadows the
like and like some movies I feel like it's okay to have a fucking horrifying ending or an ending that leaves people kind of depressed and like man, there was like not the payoff I was hoping. Like this was fucking a scary, sad ending. Like I think that's kind of a way to do it too, especially with horror. Like, what's it? One of the best film endings in recent memory was Summer of '84. Have you seen that? That's Shudder. I think that's a Shudder exclusive.
Summer of '84. No, I don't think I have.
Summer of '84. Let me just look this up real quick if I got the right movie. Yeah, Summer of '84, 2018. And this was kind of on the 80s trend when all the 80s movies were coming out. Like I think Stranger Things it was kind of going along with Stranger Things. And this is a really good movie. I think it might be kind of slept upon. I don't really hear too much about it, but the whole movie is like this homage to the 80s, and then the ending happens. And the ending, I don't want to spoil it because I actually do want people to go see it, but the ending is just so aggressive and kind of comes out of nowhere, but at the same time it's kind of like it makes sense in the it makes sense in the context of the story.
Right.
It's a very good movie. I do recommend it. I think it's on Shudder. I believe it's on Shudder.
Yeah, I think with that's good. I like how you said that, where it feels like a lot more horror movies that are coming out should have darker ending, but then it kind of conflicts with what's been established to kind of get a better ending or a good ending for the characters. So, yeah, I can see where you're coming from there. But this one runs with it.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like all feel good endings are a terrible thing. Like I definitely feel like there are movies that deserve a feel good ending, but I just feel like there's like I feel like people are being afraid to show like a sadder ending or a scary ending. Like I feel like it's kind of dying, as opposed to just kind of like, oh well, we want the audience to leave in a good mood. Like you should make it so the audience doesn't want to go home; they want to drive their car into a tree. No, just kidding. That's a joke. But no, I think like
you're looking for the sad endings.
Sharkula. What the fuck is Sharkula? The
like
curse
Dracula?
of Count Dracula lives on in shark-infested waters, claiming the lives of a tourist community. What the fuck is this?
That sounds fucking incredible. We should have watched that instead of Kingdom of the Spiders.
Instead of what, sorry?
Instead of Kingdom of the Spiders.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. 2022. The Hatchling. That was a movie I wanted to see. There's so many movies I wanted to see this year, but like nothing comes to the theaters near me. And it's just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Fuck. Do you remember when Avengers came out and it was there for 7 months straight?
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. Well, the same happens here at the local cinemas, like the smaller ones. Like once they have a movie that brings in money, they basically have to keep it there because it's their only like piggy bank.
I know. It's a fuck.
So it's a bit of a bummer.
It's a pain, but they gotta fucking get their money back, right? Did we do recommended this week? Did you want to recommend something?
I talked about The Mist. I would go check out The Mist. World Cup is still going. Canada is out for the count. R.I.P. Fuck. Yeah, they lost 4-1 against Croatia, and then today lost 2-1 against Morocco, so they are out until 2026.
Damn.
But Holland will be facing off against America on Saturday, and if we don't make it out of that, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be very upset.
What about Germany? Germany lost to
Japan.
Japan.
Germany got kicked out. No, Spain lost to Japan, or Spain won against... Sorry, fuck me. Japan won against Spain today, 2-1, which is insane.
With the Pikachu mascots.
Yeah. And then Germany today won against Costa Rica, 4-2, but they didn't have enough points because there's groups of 4 and only 2 make it out. So only Japan and Spain are making it out. Germany got sent home along with Costa Rica today. Damn.
Well...
It's pretty
Soccer's kind
crazy
of dumb anyways. I don't care for it.
Fuck you. You don't know what you're missing. So, go watch the World Cup. Hunter,
no, don't watch
the World Cup. Watch the fucking World Cup. Did you play more God of War?
Yeah, I played more God of Wars. Yeah. Basically what I've been up to. I'm waiting Callisto Protocol. By the time people are listening to this, I don't know yet. Because I've heard some mixed things. The reviews aren't going to drop till tomorrow.
Is it on Game Pass?
The embargo. I don't think it's on Game Pass. It might be. But what I've heard is that there seems to be some shady things where they're locking death animations behind a paywall. But then I've heard that... What? Like, I don't know. I've heard some mixed things. I have no idea. I was excited for this game, but if they're going to pull a bunch of bullshit microtransactions... I might skip it, but we'll have to see. No reviews. Like I think there's been sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's gonna be rough if you have 2 disappointments like that in a row.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy. Like, I'm not pre-ordering it. I'm not buying it. I'm just gonna wait till the reviews come, and I'll judge on that. But so we'll wait and see, I guess.
So we shall.
Pearl. I want to watch Pearl. I've watched X. X is a good movie. I would watch Pearl this weekend, but I stupidly asked for it as a Christmas gift, and now it's like, God damn it! I gotta wait all the way for Christmas to watch this fucking movie.
End of the month. Fuck.
My girlfriend's sister wanted to get a Christmas gift for me, and she was like, what? She wanted to know like what I wanted, and I was like, thinking of the fucking most demonic movie I could think of, so she'd have to go to the store and ask for it. And I immediately was like, oh yeah, Cannibal Chainsaw Hookers. And then I was like, yeah, you know, that's a bit weird, but I just kind of fucking I've been thinking of like the weirdest fucking movie. Just so like if she has to ask like a shop clerk or something.
Yeah.
They would be like,
most obscene shit.
Bat pussy. Although that's like right on the nose. You can't really do one that's right on the fucking nose.
Yeah. What about like the slow torture puke chambers? The Traces of Death?
The Vomit Gore trilogy?
Yeah.
Can you give me the Vomit Gore trilogy, please? Maybe I will. Maybe that'd be funny.
That would be funny. Damn.
Dude, I gave her... I found a copy of Mandy at the dump. Like of unwrapped Blu-ray of Mandy, and I gave it to her dad because I already have fucking Mandy, and I was like I really really hope they watch this. I'm pretty sure they won't. Like I go over and I see it in their fucking shelf still wrapped up, so I'm like, God damn it! One of these days I'm gonna come over.
A family picture,
and they're gonna be like, you're not allowed to pick movies to watch anymore.
You've been banned.
I've been banned
again.
Man, I'm pretty close to being banned. Cat in the Brain did that.
Oh yeah, you're pushing some boundaries.
Cat in the Brain got me close. I'm waiting for that Cannibal Holocaust though, dude.
Cat in the Brain.
Lucio Fulci film. But it's like really it's a good movie. I recommended it on a previous episode. It got me in trouble for showing people. Just because it's super weird.
Oh, yeah?
Like, it's literally about Lucio Fulci directing a movie, but he feels like he's been so demonetized or desensitized to violence that he's not sure if he's actually committing murders or not. It's a pretty cool movie. If you have the opportunity to watch it, definitely go for it, but yeah, it got me in trouble because it was so fucking weird.
What is the most pure movie you've watched there?
Pure?
Like, not pure, like, I don't know, the opposite of what you would watch, I guess. Or what is the best thing you've recommended for them that they liked?
For them, that they would like?
Like something you've watched with them?
Probably The Lost Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Something from the 80s, like Peanut Butter Solution. They all, actually, she hated Peanut Butter Solution, but...
Everybody hated Peanut Butter Solution.
Except for me. I like Peanut Butter Solution.
The Stan.
I would recommend for families a lot of 80s kids movies, 80s family movies like The Wizard or Explorers with Ethan Hawke. The Explorers. I think it's called The Explorers. That's a pretty decent movie. Lost Boys. Stuff like that. I find that the 80s family movies are kind of just enough to be engaging, but
yeah,
but not too fucking childish to be cringe. You know, like today's
a good
kids
better
movies.
Balance. Yeah. Do you remember when we took my dad's exercise balls into the yard and we ran at each other at top speed and you launched me into fucking oblivion and I almost broke my spine?
That's usually how that goes, though. Like. Yeah. Like, I don't know what we were expecting. Obviously, one of us was going to go flying.
Yeah, I made the mistake of jumping into you, so I got launched. You stood your ground.
Yeah. Well, I was afraid we were going to, like, the balls were going to shoot between us and we were going to face plant into each other. Yeah. And then fucking split our heads open. Dude, I missed the Black Friday sale on Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh,
They had
that stuff.
and I was like, oh, well, it'll be okay. They'll be there, and now they're not there, and I'm fucking hating myself right now.
Fuck.
So
That's the worst. Well, today I thought I bought two really nice, like reclining cinema chairs. They looked fucking sick. I was happy about them. They were down from like $300 to like $90. So I was like, hell yeah.
Oh,
and I finally got them, and they're just the fucking covers.
Oh,
They were at retail price was $300.
Oh, you got the fucking covers for chairs.
Oh man,
That fucking sucks, dude.
All
All right.
now I get to wrap myself up in those.
You get anything else good on Black Friday before we wrap up?
No, not really. It's kind of a lot of things put in the cart and then put away, but that's always what I do.
Yeah. Dude, I was on Vinegar Syndrome, and I saw the deals. They had a really cool Tammy and the T-Rex Blu-ray, I think 4K. They had Invisible Maniac, which I wanted. They had a couple of good stuff, and then Severin also had a lot of movies I wanted. But then I was like, oh, I can't. I don't know why. Whenever I feel like the urge, I just think I don't really need it, and then I don't buy it. Yeah,
and then you kick yourself for it, and then you buy it for twice the price later on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I fucking regret it all the time.
Yeah, me too. Well, you never see it again. It's just fucking gone. Yeah. But
yeah. So I'm pissed about that, but who knows? Maybe it'll fucking come back or so.
Maybe. There's always next year.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe there'll be better stuff next year.
There you go. Well,
all right, I think it's time to wrap. We've been going for 50 minutes now.
Yeah, good wrap.
Let's see, what are we doing next week? I think next week we should go back to our roots. Back to the original episodes, like with Sean, except we won't have Sean with us. And we should do our favorite TV shows. And we should pick a bunch of TV shows that we really like. Let's keep it to like 5 each. And then we don't have to watch it all and review it all, but we just will say why we like them. Like we'll sell the audience on why they should watch it. We'll do like a sales pitch-esque.
Cool. Let's do it.
If that makes sense. Let's try something like that. So next week we'll do favorite TV shows. And we'll exclude, so just TV shows. We're gonna exclude anime and docuseries. So they're not allowed.
Does anime do?
Cartoons? Cartoons are fine.
Okay.
American animation is fine. You just can't do Japanese anime.
All right. I don't really watch any to begin with, so that works out fine.
All right. We'll do that next week. That's going to do it for this episode of EchoVideo Podcast. Thank you all for listening. Good night.